What's going on, gentlemen? Lawrence of Asia coming at you once again here from Seoul, South Korea. This evening, I'm flying to Japan, man. Heading to Fukuoka, Japan here in just a bit. And it's been long overdue for me to travel. Been a good 2+ weeks since I was actually in, where was I? I was just in Bali, checking up on some business and whatnot. And as you can see here behind me, plane awaits and everyone stands in line, as people do. No hate, but being that I've flown a good bit, over 100 times, I don't generally wait in line and just stand there for minutes on end, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I like to be the last person on the plane because it's more efficient and I can conserve my energy. So energy conservation is very important for leading an optimal life. You will live longer, you will get more done. You're better off to walk than you are to stand still. That's why when I was 16 and I worked at a grocery store bagging groceries, I used to get so deadly tired from standing in one place bagging groceries, whereas when I'd walk around, I didn't get tired, right? So stagnation is no bueno for the body. So even if you're sick, you want to still keep moving. Always move, gentlemen. And ideally move your location. What is the best ROI that any man can have? What's the one action that has the best ROI immediately? The easiest and also the most rewarding. It is absolutely change of location. Especially if you're in the West. Even if you were living here in Korea or Japan, you could move to Southeast Asia. You could do the same thing if you lived in America, Europe, any of the more expensive countries. Move to a country that's not as expensive, but the quality of life is still great, right? It's basically the passport pro lifestyle philosophy. And in all honesty, travel is the best education that I believe anyone can get. And I halfway feel that those who do not travel are not educated. If you've only lived in one society with one lens of the world, and you don't have other reference points, other perspectives to balance out, to challenge your original perspective, then I do not feel you can call yourself educated, no matter how much you went to school. It's very important to challenge ourselves, especially as men, but also to put ourselves into different environments, not just one perspective per se. So that's my highest aspiration, my highest wish for you. A man that's lived a freestyle lifestyle for the last 16 years, having spent most of the last 9 of the last 16 years here in Asia, always moving. I wish for you to be able to do something similar, because for me it's brought about so much fulfillment. I met my wife, I've got 3 beautiful children. I personally would love to have more. I'm not sure if she does, but let's just see. You've got to keep venturing, gentlemen. And I think for us men, it's really easy to become sedentary and comfortable when we have, a wife, we have a partner that is there for us. And it's really easy to get lazy and content with that. And I think that contentedness is actually stagnation, and that stagnation is the beginning of death itself. So getting into the gym, challenging oneself, and forcing oneself to move and even have that change of location on a regular basis, I think it forces us to recapitulate and garner more spiritual, mental power. And it takes us being fully awake and aware when we're moving into the unknown. Our senses are more turned on. Dare I say, testosterone goes up, but your alertness certainly does and must if you're going into a more dangerous environment per se. So, yes, what is the best ROI for any person on planet Earth? Well, especially for any man in the West, 100%, and even the East Asian countries as well. Best ROI you can have, change a location, go to a new country where you can have a more profound experience, and your money stretches further. You cannot really grasp what it means to have your money go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times further until you actually start spending the money and you realize how little money you're actually spending. It's a trip. It really is. It's really wild. You know, I've spent as little as $100 for my apartment in Chiang Mai. This is years ago, but you know, had a spiral staircase, had a balcony. I could watch people walk below, and I would invite friends up. You know what I mean? I would invite people up, girls even passing by, this, that, and the other. I lived right in the very center of town on Soi 6, near the market there in the old city of Chiang Mai. And I mean, $100 a month for a place with Wi-Fi. They had a restaurant downstairs where they make me the best Thai food, cheaper than I could make it for myself in the West. You know, pineapple, cashew, curry fried rice, a couple of raisins in there, shrimp if I wanted, as many eggs as I would like, for $1 to $2. I would buy that from her once a day, eat some fruit, some smoothies in the market, get to the gym, get to the waterfall up in the mountains, and have some rendezvous experiences. You know, it was always exploration. It was always something interesting and different on the horizon. And that's when I felt fully alive, you know, actually interacting with people. Think about how much of your life, maybe where you live now, where everyone's on that Monday to Friday schedule, that sedentary life, and they don't actually interact with many people. They don't actually do much, you know, it's very introverted. It forces you to be very introverted. I prefer to be in environments where, you know, you're encouraged to be extroverted. Hostels are those kind of environments. And even if it's not me being forced to be extroverted, right? It's like others are more extroverted. People meet each other. I think that's beautiful. I mean, I think it's really, really beautiful. I've met hundreds of thousands of people in my lifetime. Hundreds of thousands. Just as many as any person I know. I've met so many people. And, you know, for me, it's never about the photo, you know, the locations that you just have, the must-see locations. It's really about the people and the experiences along the way. For me, that is the richness of travel. That's what it's all about. Heading into Japan, couldn't be more stoked and excited. It's a city I've literally never been to. It's on the waterfront, Fukuoka. They've got some epic parks. They've got Starbucks in the parks. I'm stoked. My good friend just hit me up, a South African friend of mine, Ricardo. He's from Portugal as well. He just hit me up. He's in the Himalayas. What's up, Ricky? Love you, bro. Yeah, and you know, Airbnb experiences is opening back up in a specific location, and this is business opportunity. I'm excited. I think as men, maybe women as well, I mean, we love to build things. We love to grow, right? I believe that's what, you know, creation. We're made in God's image. We are creators. We can create, and I feel so alive, and I feel so blessed when I'm actually in that process of creating. I wish the same for you. So much of our sedentary lifestyle and so much of the mainstream, so much of how we live now is really it's really designed in such a way that it's meant to program us to be sedentary. Chemicals in the food, the air, the water, I mean, they really do make you sedentary, don't they? Whether you realize it or not, it sneaks up on you. And you're like, well, damn, why don't I have the desire? Why is it not there? It could be because you're being poisoned from the air or the water, the food, too much plastic. It could be a number of things. Stay away from the porn. That is a cancer on society, an absolute cancer. Stay away from masturbation. Keep your energy and your seed, gentlemen. It's meant to be planted somewhere. It's meant, again, for creation. Create with it. Do not let it go mindlessly and spill and waste. It's meant to be utilized for creation and it's you. It's literally your life force. It's your power. And it's what animates you, right? So keep it for yourself. Do not squander it and let it be squandered. It's an absolute shame. Utilize your energy, build yourself up, and create a beautiful life for yourself, and do something where you can inspire other people to show them what is possible. Show others what is possible. Listen to your divine intuition and your dreams, and go after what you want. Go after what you want. And you don't need a lot of money. That's the misconception that I had, and I thought I needed the right backpack, and I thought I needed the right shoes, and I thought I had to have a special type of underwear and the right camera, and it was all nonsense, all absolute nonsense. All I actually needed was the absolute resolute intention to do that thing, to travel. And then later I ended up running out of money. I traveled with no money. I didn't even have the same backpack. I didn't need a backpack. I gave away those shoes that I thought I had to have, those Chaco sandals. I gave them away because they actually hurt my feet. Didn't need any of that. You need a toothbrush. You can buy a toothbrush along the way. You can boil some water and use a spare toothbrush if you got to. Duh. No, I mean, people make, I understand, no doubt, got 3 children. Of course, I understand that you need to have money to operate and function in the world to some degree, but there's ways, gentlemen. I knew a girl from Barbados, Sunshine Best. Love you, girl. She was from Barbados, and she was a chef. And she, guess what, dude? She stayed with me in a house that I was house sitting the cat. She stayed with me for free. I knew her from the hostel. And she later, this was in San Francisco, along with my brother and another good friend, Colby Tyndall, my brother Chase Lawrence, and another friend, Paul Kong. What's up, Paul? All of them had come and stayed with me in San Francisco. I was house sitting this doctor's cat. And the cat actually got out of the apartment on Halloween. Lots of crazy stories. But anyway, I was staying there for free. They were all staying there for free. And because this lady had went to India and she needed someone to watch her cat, right? But the point is, Sunshine Best, having no money, very little money, she actually hitchhiked a ride on a sailboat to her destination she wanted to go, Australia, for free as a chef on the sailboat. That's gangster. That's awesome. And that was that resolute intention. She knew she wanted to go to Australia. She found a way to go with no money. She literally went to Australia for free. And she got fed. And she got to feed people doing what she loves. You know what I mean? So where there's a will, there's a way. That's what I'm saying. But you have to make it your resolute intention. It has to be your highest priority. It has to be your primary priority above all else. And a lot of people, they let fear get in the way and they don't have that same level of priority. I've got to check in for my flight, gentlemen. I love you all. The line is getting pretty low. I'm going to have to check in soon. Stoked for heading to Fukuoka. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm just beaming. I'm going to have a lot of content too from this. I'm going to be shooting YouTube videos the whole time. It's time to take YouTube a little bit more seriously. I want to inspire you all to reach for your divine, inspired dreams and make them a reality. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if you do feel so inclined. I love you. Turn on the bell notification. All right. Love you all. God bless. Stay sharp. Stay healthy. Be wise. See you in the next one. All right. Peace.